We are live and definitely we are back to the main bowl of the complex of sports complex of the University of Lagos. And the big game upon us is the University of Lagos football team playing against Kogi State University. My name is Farouk Adesola. In the morning, it was all about basketball. Well, we gave you all of the exciting action from basketball. Right about now, we have switched our attention, and right about now, we are talking about football. Well, alongside me, I've got Ayo. Oh, no, you're doing our commentary also. How you doing?
It's good to be here, Farouk. I mean, we look forward to a very pulsating game, just like the one we saw earlier in the Unilag game.
All right, let's talk about the build-up of this game. The stadium is filled up to capacity. Fans from both teams are already cheering up, and definitely the build-up is also getting very much intense. Behind us, you can see the Unilag team getting ready, practicing, running their cones as well as getting their drills on, while the coach is also backing out instructions to them. The first match for University of Lagos, they went through hell, but eventually they conquered the opponent through a long goal in the midway of the second half. Do you expect them to struggle? Yes, that was the first match, and you expect them to struggle and get themselves into the match. Right about now, do you think they should just coast on against the opponent, regardless of what the opponent did in the first match?
Well, I think haven't come away victorious in the first match. I think there should be a bit of confidence in their gameplay, because I thought in the first match there were periods in the game where they showed where they had no composure on the ball, especially in the final third. I mean, the good thing about the Unilag Marines is that defensively they are very solid. I mean, in their build-up, in their games building up to this tournament, they've never really had an attacking edge. So I think I hope the coach or the coaches have worked on that, ever since the OOU game, because defensively, I think I'm a bit confident in this team, but what they will offer offensively is left to be seen.
All right, now let's talk about one of their main man, the guy that came on and got the only goal of that match. He looks very impressive, and I do think that if the coach wants to tweak his game, because the first match he was brought on from the bench, I do think that he needs to just work directly with the team, or the coach still maintain the setup and see exactly what will happen along as the game goes on.
Well, I think the coach would be in the best position to answer that. I mean, who says every sub that came into squad must start the game? We've seen the likes of Oligona Social of United, Chicharito, despite the fact that they always come from the bench to make wonders happen, doesn't still guarantee them a starting bench. Some players don't know how to start the game, they wear off in the game. There are some know how to, some are better off, studying the game on the bench, so they know how to impact in the second half. But having said that, he'll be a young lad full of confidence at the moment. And if there's anything we need right now, it's our attacking players to be confident, because we've shown nothing short of we've shown nothing but the fact that we are short of confidence going forward. So if you ask me, if I was put in the position of the coach right now, I think I would just put him on as a starter today.
All right, let's talk a bit about the other team, Kogi State University. From what we have been able to gather from the style of play, they're a team that is much more direct. They play right from the defense, straight to the attack, and the same style that we saw at the University of Lagos had to contend with. Yes, University are the host, but we not focus only on University of Lagos. Let's talk about Kogi State University. They look to keep things tidy, but I even spot them not played off about now, trying to perfect the tactics and also keep it unknown to the opposing coach. If you are playing on the coach of Kogi State, how do you think you can go about the game to out University of Lagos, knowing full well that you like to hold on to possession and build the play and also play to the win?
I mean, sometimes it's always good to start the game as an underdog. I mean, a lot of the crowd there are not expecting anything from this state boy. Unilag Marines are not under pressure, so sometimes it's always best that no one is expecting great things from you, then boom, you just unleash how great you can be. So if you ask me, I don't think the Kogi coaches or team have to be worried about anything. They are not expected to win, so the pressure is not on them. Unilag Marines, anything short of a victory today would be a bad result for Unilag Marines. So the pressure lies on Unilag Marines.
All right, that's the word coming out from Ayo. I'm talking about the games between University of Lagos and the Kogi State University. The pressure is on the home side. The pressure is on Unilag Marines. And definitely they need to bounce and respond to the pressure given to them from the fans. Right about now, we'll be switching over to the studio to continue our live coverage of this great game between University of Lagos football team and Kogi State University.
We gotta wake it. I'm gonna raise up the bar. Oh mama, yeah.
We are the champions. We are the.
We gotta wake it.
action. Step into the moment. Brace yourself. Gear up. Anticipate all expectations and boom! Nuga Games. Fitness. The dribbles. Dazzling skills. Dunks. On your marks. Get set. The 26th edition of Nuga Games is here.
The Nuga 2022 games live on YouTube at Unilag on TV.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to University of Lagos Sports Center, venue of the 26th Nigerian University Games Association, second day of the football match between University of Lagos and their opponent from Prince Audu Abubakar University in Kogi State. Unilag are playing from right to left and their opponents are playing from left to right. Good save from goalkeeper Ibrahim Kujenya. Ball now with Okwe. They get a corner kick. Any moment from now, we'll be reading out the team list of the two teams. University of Lagos versus Prince Audu Abubakar University in Kogi State. Corner kick to University of Lagos. Stepping up to take the corner kick is right back Salami Kehinde, jersey number 2. And you can see the numerous fans that are here. What a missed opportunity. Referee says play on. Referee says that's not a penalty. The center referee is Augustine Joseph. Assistant referee 1, Lukman Abdullahi. Assistant referee 2, Metu Chukwemeka. And the reserve referee is Julius Longman. The referee's assessor is Godwin Ekene. And the match commissioner is Professor Shegun Adeyemi from Federal University Oye Ekiti. Foul on the player of Prince Audu Abubakar University. If you have just joined us, you have not missed much. It's still a goalless affair. Unilag in their first game defeated Olabisi Onabanjo University by a solitary goal scored off a towering header from Salah Okweyemi, sporting jersey number 9 today. He came in as a substitute for Prince Insikabasi in the first half of that encounter. And towards the dying moment, he scored that towering header from a cross from Ojeba Ebenezer. Omotosho still running inside the box and he squares. Good save from the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is Sunday Onu. Jersey number 2, Shaibu Matthew. Jersey number 11, Abodunde Pelumi. Jersey number 4, Solomon Yusuf. Jersey number 5, Ali Iliasu. Jersey number 6, Barnabas Alizo. Coolly, calmly caught by the goalkeeper, Ibrahim Kujenya. Throws a long one. Foul on Okpeyemi. Jersey number 7, Isaac Oduka. Favor is jersey number 13. Favor Achli Mugu. Number 9 is Anuba Obochenem. Number 10 is Suleiman Muhammad. And number 8 is Samuel Oduka. We'll come much later to the substitute for Prince Audu Abubakar University, but Unilag has a free kick just after the center circle. Joshua Okorie, long one. Offside positioning. Ojeba Ebenezer, the man who created the assist for that goal scored by Salah Okwayemi yesterday. And for Unilag, it's a change side from the team that started yesterday. Danger not completely averted. Ojeba Ebenezer. What a true pass for Omotosho on the outside right. Foul by Omotosho. And for Unilag, I said it's a much changed side from the starting 11 of yesterday. Kujenya Ibrahim keeps his place in goal. Salami Kehinde keeps his place as the right back. Isiaka Adebambo, jersey number 19, keeps his place on the left back. Owupele George, assistant captain, keeps his place. Joshua Okorie, jersey number 5, is the captain of the side. Enogwe Daniel also keeps his place, jersey number 15. Doyin Sola Omotosho, number 18, keeps his place. Ojeba Ebenezer, the man who created the assist, keeps his place, jersey number 7. Number 9, Okwayemi Salau, comes in to start today. Olua Damilola Oluwaseun keeps his place. And Ali Abayomi starts today after coming on the bench yesterday. Ali Abayomi, jersey number 10. Okorie Joshua looking for Salah Okwayemi. Adebambo Isiaka. Ali Okwayemi, the goal scorer for yesterday. Very, very feisty game. Yesterday, Prince Audu Abubakar University played out a 1-1 draw with Adamawa State University. Mubi throwing, another throwing going to the opponents, and the away side, Prince Audu Abubakar University. My name is Oluwaseun Ajilagba, and I've been joined at the commentary position by Abayomi Ajowele and Olani Apampa. And so we've seen some 10-15 minutes of play, still goalless. Need your thoughts on this entertaining first half that we have seen?
Yeah, it's been a quite interesting affair, especially for the University of Lagos, who want to wrap up the group stage in this game. They win this one, they qualify to the knockout stage of the competition. And so far so good. After some 15 minutes of action, they've looked the better side. Though we've not seen too much of clear-cut chances from them, but if there's one man that we hope can, get them, that goal like he did yesterday, was Okwayemi. He's looked very lively so far in this opening minutes of the encounter, and I mean they are not lacking in the support. The home crowd has been very massive, and they've been very vociferous, ensuring that every movement is applauded from University of Lagos, as we see an opportunity from them once again, but that has been dealt by the Kogi State University defender. I've been impressed with the way they started the opening minutes. Yesterday against OOU, they were a little bit lethargic until Okoyemi came in, and they were quite rewarded with that late winner that he got. Hopefully they can, get into the groove, get an early goal, and probably kill off the game in the second half.
And ball now with Dumila, beautiful exchange of passing. Ali Abayomi, foul on Ali. Yellow card, first yellow card going to Prince Audu Abubakar University. And for you, Abayomi, your thoughts on this game that has failed to produce a goal?
We just saw some interesting exchange of passes between Joshua and Ali Abayomi. I think both teams are just being cautious for the time being. Not much questions asked. Both keepers haven't been really tested because both teams are trying to conserve their energies and trying to understudy each other. But I think that is going for far too much of time in the game. They need to start asking the questions now. If they really are interested in getting to the next round with this second game and not having to wait for the last game to confirm their qualification, then they have to do it now. They have to start asking the questions. We can see the fine touches they are producing, but they need to start asking the questions. They need to get the ball to Okoyemi up front to do what he knows how to do best, which is to score the winning goals.
Know how to do what he does best, which is to score goals. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see the camera panning to the crowd. Vociferous fans cheering their team all the way, blowing the vuvuzela, putting on different attire. And you can see the support has been very, very immense. Foul on Salami. Nothing to separate these two teams. Goalless to University of Lagos. Goalless to Prince Audu Abubakar University Kogi. Ball rolls to touch for a throw-in to Unilag. Beautiful control with the chest, looking for his man. And there was breaking communication between Captain Okori and Isiaka. An opportunity for Unilag. Salami Kende on the outside right. That was a wayward kick. Knee.
Yeah, I mean, next time he needs to keep his nerve. I know he was in a hurry to get the opening goal, but I mean that was the perfect opportunity to have slammed the ball to the back of the net. But I think his nerve got the better of him, and of course. The ball, sailed over the bar. Another good opportunity for University of Lagos. They've looked very exciting of the two sides, but then the name of the game is goals. If they are keeping all of the possession and getting into all of the areas without the goals, their opponent will still have a chance in this game. As it stands, they are doing the right things, but they need to start converting the chances as they come.
That was a foul on Okoyemi, and the center referee Augustine Joseph calls the man sporting jersey number 5, Ali Iliasu, and the referee says bring back the ball. But quickly, if you had to pick a player that has shown like a million stars in the few minutes that we have seen in this first half, who do you go for from the two teams?
Well, I like what Ojebe Ebenezer is doing. He's very exciting. He's pulling his weight in up front, and Okoyemi Salah has also not looked back. I mean, for a player that is not, for a striker that is not lanky, his energy is a little bit, on the high side, and he's been, a thorn in the flesh of the Kogi State University defenders. He's getting into the spaces very well. But I mean, yesterday when he came in, it was different, and I think that's why the coach has decided to give him the nod in this game against Kogi State University. So the weight of getting the goals is upon him, and he needs to start delivering those goals as soon as possible.
Corner kick opportunity. Ali Abayomi, can he make amend? Danger not completely averted. Another opportunity beckons. What can they make out of this? Referee says play on. I will not fall from your gimmicks. And they turn defense into attack. The man. What a lovely pass. Can this be the first goal? What a mistake made there by that player. What a mistake made there by the player. Unilag defense have to be very, very careful. And for you, Abayomi, before they take that throw in, that was a defense splitting pass that exposed the defense of Unilag.
Before a pass to the exposed defense of a team, the midfield would have collapsed. And for a very slight minute, very slight second in that game, we saw the collapse in the Unilag midfield. And also talking about Unilag's offense, they've concentrated more in the midfield. Abayomi Ali is one very fantastic player that, if put to proper use, can cause lots of damage on the flank. But he's been isolated on the flank. Both fingers are being isolated, and Unilag has concentrated more using the midfield. It is working out fine, and we can see the damage Abayomi Ali can cause. We just want them a free kick close to the 18-yard box if he gets the ball. He's a very strong player on the ball, but he needs to get the ball. They need to spread the ball across both flanks if they really want to get a goal, and they need to defend as a team. The defense has to be really compact for them to come out of this game very strong.
Isolation is what Abayomi Ajowele said, but for Uni, I felt of the two wings, the wing of Donyo Motosho has been very much more exciting than that of Ali Abayomi, who has found it difficult to really torment the man who is operating from the right side.
Of course, and we know the reason for that is Doyin has been a menace on that other side of the wing, and I mean the Kogi State University, defenders are not even doing much to drop mark him. Probably that's why they are really concentrating all of their energy. I'm talking about University of Lagos on that side of the wing. You saw him the other time. He got into the space, but of course, ballooned the ball out of touch earlier on in the fixture. Probably, I mean, they have to also switch things a little bit. Try to get Ali Abayomi, of course, a part of the proceedings. He looks like someone that can really, create something out of nothing for University of Lagos. But so far, so good for Coach Ogunshemore. I'm sure he'll be worried on the touchline, because his team has virtually done, everything well in the opening half of this game, apart from getting the goals. So they need to start scoring the goals, and it's just a matter of time before that goal will come in. You just have a feeling that once the first goal comes in, there could be a floodgate in this fixture.
There could be a floodgate. Corner kick. Danger not adverted yet. Ball still with them. A miscue. A block. Still with Prince Audu Abubakar University. Another Captain Okorie clears the ball to safety. Ball still with Prince Audu Abubakar on the outside right. He squares the ball inside the box. That was a brilliant scissors kick that the goalkeeper could have been caught napping, and you see the coach, Dr. Mark Fansin Akindele Ogunshemore, pointing fingers and telling them, you can't allow that. You can't allow that. But Unilag survived a scare and is still goalless. Abayomi, you have to say that one man Unilag will rely so much on will be Oluwaseun Dumila, very diminutive player, sporting jersey number 6, have been very, very exciting in his play.
You asked a few seconds ago who has been the most who has been the most exciting player to watch in the team, I would say it has been the man in jersey number 6, Oluwaseun. Very small in size, but very crafty with the ball, very creative with the ball. He's been able to draw defense to himself, and when he gets the attention, he leaves the flank free for other players to penetrate the game. But one thing that has been missing in this game has been the final third. The final pass in the final third is what is missing for Unilag. Till they get that final third well, till they get that accurate pass to Okpeyemi in the final third, before we can pull out, before they'll be able to pull out a goal in this game. I also have to consider the fact that the state from KSU is a very big team. So this is not a team you possibly would win when you put the ball in the air. You have to put the ball on the ground, which is what Unilag has tried to do so far in this game. But they need to get that final pass. They need to get that final pass to Okpeyemi.
Get the final pass to Okpeyemi is the summation of Abayomi Ajowele. An opportunity beckons for the defense. Can it just be the first goal? Brilliant save from goalkeeper Ibrahim Kujenya. That was a brilliant save. And we have been saying it, that for all the attacking foray, for all the insurgency that Unilag are posing, they have not even created the best chances as compared to Prince Audu Abubakar University, and they need to be very careful.
Yeah, you can see that KSU have settled into this game very well. I mean, they just got an opportunity that could have, been the first goal of this game. And for a moment, the defense of University of Lagos collapsed there. I don't know what, that defender was thinking there. The striker got into a good position. If not for the brilliance of the goalkeeper, we will have seen the first goal coming from Kogi State University. That's a sign as to what damage this team can do. In the first leg, in the first game against Adamawa State University, you saw what they could do. In as much as the atmosphere is not the very best for them, but I think they are not deterred by all of the noise from the fans. They are settling into the game, very well. And University of Lagos needs to be very, very careful, especially in their defense.
The goalkeeper and a player of Prince Audu Abubakar University are receiving treatment, but it seems goalkeeper Ibrahim Kujenya, who just made a brilliant save some minutes ago, is back on his feet, to the admiration of all the fans and the entire team of University of Lagos. They cannot afford to have a goalkeeper Ibrahim Kujenya injured. Ball now, a clearance by Enogwe. There seems to be a switch in position between Ali. An opportunity. Can this just be the chance? A missed chance. How did he miss that chance? How did he miss that chance? Doyin Omotosho is the only one that can explain the chance that was missed. And for you, Nii, there seems to be a switch in formation. Doyin Omotosho has been asked to go to outside left, and Ali Abayomi should go and operate from the outside right. And that was the first chance Doyin got from that position. And how did he miss it from the goal mouth?
I don't know. I mean, the chance was there, begging for the ball to be tucked into the net. But I think he didn't get his foot into it very well. Because I think if he had hit it very well, that would have been the first goal. And I mean, you just mentioned about the switch in formation, and that really worked out well. An opportunity, Okpeyemi got into the box, squares it into the half of the KSU, of course, of KSU. The keeper spilled it over, a begging opportunity for Omotosho that he couldn't convert, and you could see the reaction of the fans. They are just waiting for the first goal from University of Lagos. Like, I mean, this is the best chance they've created in this half. So far, so good. And like we said, that we repeated over time, they need to start converting these chances to really nail this KSU that look like, a very big nut to crack as at this point.
And for you, Abayomi, Nii rightly said it, that there is a switch information which we also observe. Abayomi has gone to outside right, and Doyin is now operating from the outside left. A player is down injured, but then the coach has employed a 4-3-3 formation where you have Owupele George, Dumila Oluwaseun, and Ojeba Ebenezer operating as the three-man midfield, and the white men are Doyin Omotosho operating from the outside left, and Ali Abayomi operating from the outside right, and Salahu Okpeyemi as the focal point player. That formation, as good as it is, the final third is still the big problem, but that was a begging chance for Omotosho. And how did he steal that?
It was a great chance because, like we've been saying all day, get the ball to Okpeyemi, and when you get the ball to Okpeyemi Salah, he opens the defense. He attracted two of the defenders who went to meet Okpeyemi Lawal, and he had two options: either to shoot the ball directly into the post or to square the ball back to Doyin Omotosho. He took the easier route and he squared the ball to Doyin. But like you said, only Doyin will give an explanation to how he missed the ball there. Whether he miscued it, he mistimed it, is down to him. But the switch information, the switch between Doyin Sola and Abayomi has yielded something positive, and Unilag can only hope that he used the final goal. But like we've all been saying, Oluwaseun also needs to get in behind Okpeyemi more. They need to get the ball to Okpeyemi as soon as they can, as fast as they can, and as creative as they can.
Throwing to University of Lagos, Isiaka Adebambo, jersey number 19, the left back, and the referee Augustine is talking to the player who was injured. Are you fine? And of course the response is, I'm good to go. Clearance from the defense, the pocket man, Dumila Oluwaseun. Salami Kehinde could not control that, and it's a throwing advantage going to Prince Audu Abubakar University. The fans in their large number are waiting for that breakthrough, and don't expect anything less from them, which is they need to see goals. The name of the game is goals. Plays the ball to throw in. Enogwe Daniel. You can see the frustration from the bench of Prince Audu Abubakar University. They need a win. Yesterday they played out a draw. Now they need to win. Okpeyemi gets it. Can he get the ball? He squares the ball inside the box. What a miscue, offside. Oluwaseun Dumila got into that position that Abayomi was craving for. Was it the pitch or inability to get his footing right? Because what he wanted to do was more like to volley the ball, but he didn't get the footing right.
Of course, he didn't get it right at all. I thought he could have taken his time because there was no player charging him. But then, I mean, I guess they just want to get the goal, the first goal, as much as possible. University of Lagos, and you can see once again Okpeyemi, leaving his man for dead in that chance, squares it into the area of KSU. Unfortunately, the player in jersey number 18 had left his position. Opportunity for the man in jersey number 6 to have volleyed into the net, but of course his shot went outside. Went to Okpeyemi, was in offside position. Like we said once again, it seems this switch information is really working well for University of Lagos. They look a different side entirely, and it looks like Okpeyemi, looks reborn and is enjoying the freedom that he has gotten in the last few minutes that we've seen this switch of formation.
A player is down, and that is the captain of the side. And the center referee calls for the medical team. Center referee Augustine Joseph. You can see the vociferous fans using their vuvuzelas singing, dancing, chanting, all to the support of the Unilag Marines. The players still receiving treatment. He's the captain of the side. Goalless between Prince Audu Abubakar University, Kogi. Goalless between the both teams. Prince Audu Abubakar University. The fans are enjoying the moment. And even if the game has not produced a goal, the fans are having fun.
Yeah, they're enjoying what they've been served. University of Lagos, it's not a drab affair. Nobody's holding things back. Everybody's trying to, go for the jugular of the other opposition. And I think that's what has been very interesting for KSU. Though they are disadvantaged in terms of their fans not being here, I don't think they look deterred. They've kept their calm all through these minutes that we've seen in this half. And of course, it's not been a drab affair in this game between University of Lagos and of course Kogi State University. What is now missing is for that first goal. Once that first goal comes in, hopefully it comes from University of Lagos, I'm sure the fans will go haywire.
Fans will go haywire. In comes Barnabas Alizo, the captain of the side, and his first assignment since coming on after that slight injury was to do a clearance. I have to say quickly about me. Doyin is a bullish striker. Doyin knows how to hit the bullseye, but in this tournament is yet to burst into life.
In this tournament, he's yet to burst into life, and in this particular game, he seems to be struggling in this second half of the first half. The second part of this first half is really struggled. He's got the balls, he's got the chances they've created for him. I would rather if he was the one the defenders were following up and down, unlike Akpayemi. Akpayemi is giving all the attention to himself and paving way for him. But Doyin Sola at the other end is not giving the cutting edge. He needs to be at that right position. He needs to get the ball in the back of the net when he gets the ball. He's a very strong player. He's got the pace, he's got the strength, he's got the ability, he's got the body, but he's not making absolute use of it right now in this game. And Unilag needs that for them to get a win of this game. We could say, oh, probably the first game they played out the 0-0 and the first half of the game. Maybe they are a second half team, but then if you play against a team that stuns you in the first half, you might then have to start trailing in the second half, which might not be convenient for you.
Doyin Sola with the ball now. He sent a pass. Ali Abayomi. That was a NASA pass from Doyin Sola. A motor shot to Ali Abayomi. Was the ball too fast, or Ali is not fast enough?
I think it was too heavy. It was not a pinpoint pass, and the goalkeeper never looked in danger in that moment. I mean, another opportunity coming begging for University of Lagos. They need to get that first goal. That is what that is lacking in their game so far. They are controlling the game very well. It seems that they've also, like I said, they are controlling the game very well. And I mean, KSU are not getting into the danger areas anymore. But what is lacking is that, is that final touch that will lead to goal. Unfortunately, it's not coming, and they look very desperate in this first half so far.
Look very desperate. That free kick from Unilag resulted in a foul, and the fans, you can see from the gesture, seem not happy with Augustine Joseph, the center referee. And it's going to be a kick from the goalkeeper, Sunday Onu. A miscue. Lovely and timely tackle there from Enogwe Daniel, doing a yeoman's job. Salami Kehinde looking for Ali Abayomi, who has not really burst into this game. I must say, he has switched position from left to right, still the same intersection there. Fans not happy with the decision of Augustine Joseph, the center referee. The vociferous fans, large in their numbers, and free kick in a very vintage position. Jersey number 10, Suleiman Mohammed is there. Jersey number 4 just walked away, Suleiman Yusuf. And I think it's going to be the responsibility of Suleiman Mohammed. Can he bend it like Roberto Carlos of those good old days? Clearance. Ball now with them. Prince Audu, Abubakar University, they give it away. Isiaka Adebambo sent a pass, but not to the desired destination. Unilag are living dangerously. Lovely from I was wondering how that became a free kick for Prince Audu Abubakar University, and I'm sure the fans will not be happy if this had led into a goal for the away team.
Yeah, they're not happy with the decision of the referee in that moment, but fortunately for them, that has not led to a goal. KSU they still have a good chance in this game. During their first game of this competition, if they win, then it throws this group very open. That will take them to 4 points. Unilag will be on 3 points, and of course, the other teams will still have to battle it out. And it looks like, just have a feeling that they get a speaking opportunity. They might just punish Unilag profligacy that we've seen so far. And I like the way they're also getting into the areas. They might not be getting as much chances at University of Lagos, but once they get one of those few chances, they look very, very dangerous. As you see another opportunity, come begging for them from the corner kick.
He sent a long one inside the box. That was an aimless kick, way too high. And you can get to see this match live on Unilag on TV, streaming it live. And I must say, I've not seen 2 players, or maybe 3, get into this game. Unilag seems to have 3 players that are yet to come to life. Donyo Motosho, jersey number 17, Ali Abayomi, jersey number 10, Ojeba Ebenezer, jersey number 7. Those 3 are yet to come into life. And if those 3 get into the game, it will be much better. But that was a misplaced pass there. That was a misplaced pass, and the captain, Joshua Okore, was begging.
Yeah, especially for Donyo Motosho. I think he's looked quite disappointing in this half. This one player that we expect a whole lot from, alongside Dokpemi and of course Ali Abayomi. Ali Abayomi too has been there and there. As you see, the first change of this game, and you are wondering. I don't know whether it's a first change, but it looks like it's more of a tactical change than a first change, as the Unilag will make their first substitution of this game. Augustine in jersey number 14 will be coming on, and is it Ali Abayomi that is substituted? Ali has been substituted. That attests to the fact that he looks anonymous so far in this first 45 minutes that we've seen. As probably Augustine might just be the difference. Like we said, Omotosho, Ali Abayomi, Ojeba have looked very anonymous. The only player that can deliver something is Salah Okpeyemi, who in the opening half has been a thorn in the flesh of the Kogi State University defenders. But in the last few minutes, he has been kept quiet, and probably in the second half, he will turn out good.
That was an offside positioning. And for you, Abayomi, Why we love the attacking foray that Isiaka Adebambo brings the left back. Defensively, it's been falling short, and it's about both offensive and defensive.
You completed my last statement for me, your last statement. We know he's a very offensive player, but even in this game, he has been rather quiet offensively. So it's more or less in this game being a liability for the team both defensively and offensively, because he hasn't gone beyond the half field all through this game. No single cross from him into the box 18 all through the game. That's not good enough for a player who knows offensive prowess is second to none. For this game, it's really quiet, and I think there's a disconnect on this left flank in its entirety, and the coach would look at getting that corrected in the second half when they get the team talk before the second half.
Free kick to Prince Audu Abubakar University in Kogi State. It's still goalless. 2 minutes of additional time, and we are into 1 minute already. Any moment from now, referee Augustine Joseph will sound the whistle to end the first half that has failed to produce any goal. Oluwaseun Dumila, Augustine Okoro, the new substitute, the man who replaced Ali Abayomi. But now with Dumila to Augustine Okoro, gives it back to Enogwe Daniel. Enogwe Daniel send a telegraphic pass, looking for who? Nobody in particular. Ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the first half, and it's goalless between Prince Audu Abubakar University Kogi State and University of Lagos, the host. Much to expect from the second half, but before we get into the studio for halftime analysis, let me listen to the overview of Abayomi Ajowele. What did you make out of the first half?
The first half, like I said earlier on, both teams were starting the game, they were conservative, trying to understudy each other before throwing all the darts, before throwing everything.
We are the champions. We are the
Action. Step into the moment. Brace yourself. Gear up. Anticipate all expectations and boom! Nuga Games. Fitness. The dribbles. Dazzling skills. Dunks. On your marks, get set. The 26th edition of Nuga Games is here.
Oh mama, yeah, 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 yeah.
Alright, you're welcome back to the game. It's half time here at the prestigious Sports Center at the University of Lagos to Nuga Gate 2026. Going to the Games Division of the Panama. My name is Haroon Adesola. I've got Ayo. We are talking about the eventuality of Costa Bay. How we are playing it. Because of people watching at home, seeing that the team
like I said, I mean, it was a similar performance from the first half. I don't think they
how many don't do? Don't take people in the shoe like that. Why are you doing like this?
Entertain these guys. This is one day after this. I mean, there's talent in this team. I don't think they've got enough competition and competition play of them. If that so this is my best mistake. I'm just about boys that are saying about to play to this stage. You see, the 16 seconds.
Strange and what comes to life, man.
Welcome back. The second 45 minutes has started and it's still goalless in this second game between the University of Lagos and the Prince Audu University, Kogi State. University of Lagos in their white and blue shorts, playing from left to right, and their opponents in their sky blue apparel, playing from right to left. Ball cleared out of the area of University of Lagos, but it's back with Kiesu down the right wing. Finds Ojemba. An opportunity for University of Lagos. Obviously, that was an infringement on the KS2 player. And I still have Abayomi with me in the commentary box. Abayomi, what are your expectations in this second 45 minutes? I haven't seen what these two sides have done. It's still goalless. I fear here. And you can see the reaction of the fans. All they are looking for is just the goal of this encounter.
You have the stadium which is filled to the brim. Well, the fans clamor just for the goal. They just want the goals, and we're not going to get any goals. Some questions are not asked. And earlier in the second half, not a question is being asked by any of either sides. You would expect that some of the coaches to make some changes coming into the second half. But both coaches have stuck with the team that finished the first half, and I think that's a strategic one or a tactical one we will see in the second half.
Well, welcome back to the second half of this entertaining encounter. Goalless affair between Prince Audu Abubakar University, Kogi State, and University of Lagos, the host. Unilag are now playing from left to right, while their opponents are playing from right to left. An opportunity for Doyo Motosho. It's got the ball inside the box. A player is down on the turf. Jersey number 5. And all the players, including the captain, are surrounding the referee, and the referee says, "Leave me, I'm in charge." And jersey number 5 is Ali Iliasu, captain Barnabas Alizo, and you can see Joshua Okore telling the center referee, quickly, Augustine Joseph, the center referee, has been changed, and now we have Lukman Abdullahi. Lukman Abdullahi was in charge yesterday when Unilag took on Olabisi Onabanjo University. And he has been told to replace him. So we have a new referee. He used to be the assistant referee 1 in the first half, but he's now the center referee.
I don't know the reason for that decision, and that raised an eyebrow at the beginning of the second half from the bench of KSU. I mean, this was the same man that was in charge when Unilag beat OOU yesterday. The local organizing committee will of course have an explanation why they decided to change him. It was the assistant referee 1 in the first half, but he's now coming as the center referee. If anything controversial happens in this game, I'm sure the KSU bench and the team obviously will raise questions about this decision. But so far so good. There's still nothing to really point to the fact that there is an ulterior motive to all of this. Let's see how the second 45 minutes will pan out at the end of the day.
Ni, another referee, free kick, and that was a foul on assistant captain Owupele George, who quickly gives it to Enogwe Daniel. Enogwe Daniel gives it to Salami Kende, who gives it to Augustine Okoro, but they didn't get it. But you're not a referee. Your honest assessment of the center referee, Augustine Joseph, in the first half.
Yeah, I think it was decent. It was decent. There is no way in this game of this magnitude where you won't have emotions boiling. But in terms of the major calls, you got them, on point. So I didn't understand why he has to be changed in this second 45 minutes. In fact, this will be the first time I will be seeing something like this happen in a big competition as the Nuga games. But like I said, we are not the local organizing committee or even the referee assessor who is also on the pitch side. Probably they would have decided to take this decision unilaterally and changing the referee. But if I'm to rate the referee in the first half, it wasn't bad at all.
The assessor of the referees is Ekene Godwin, while the match commissioner is Professor Shegun Adeyemi from Federal University of Oye Ekiti. Ball now with Prince Audu Abubakar, University Kogi, PAU. Augustine to Salami Kende, to Ojeba, to Augustine, to Omotosho, and it's a throw-in. Nothing to separate these two teams. The bench of Unilag. For you, Abayami, it seems as if Ojeba has gone to that position that best suits him, which is operating from the outside right. That was where the goal came from yesterday when he crossed the ball for Salahu Okoyemi. He's gone back to that position again. Dumila is down, rolling in pains. Dumila is rolling in pains. But the jersey number 2 for Prince Audu Abubakar University, Shaibu Matthew, was about getting up, but is rolling on the ground again. And we are waiting for what will be the decision of the center referee. The players of Unilag are surrounding the center referee, who has got a big call on his hand. 3 players are down, receiving treatment. And for Uni, we are not preempting anything, but we are waiting for the call of the referee on that tackle on Oluwaseun Dumila.
I think that was nasty. That was nasty by the KSU player. He will be lucky to escape probably a red card in this. I don't think the referee will go for that option. But that was obviously a nasty, challenge by that KSU, the KSU player there. Obviously, Ojemba was in possession of the ball. In fact, he has even passed the ball, and before he collapsed into him, and he could have done better in that moment. But so far so good. University of Lagos has started on the high note. They ended the second half not on the best of note in terms of getting the chances and creating them. But in this second half, they've taken it a step higher. We've seen a switch in formation. Ojeba returning to the position that he was yesterday. When he created the goal for Okwemi. Probably that could also work out in this second half. But it's looking like University of Lagos, if we are to go by the first 2 games that they've played, looks like they're a second half team. Maybe we are going to see another late winner in this encounter once again.
And for you, Abayomi, from where I'm sitting, that might have been the last action from Oluwaseun Dumila, who has been a creative part of that midfield for Unilag, and that will be a massive blow if he gets to be substituted.
Calling it a massive blow might just be an understatement. It's currently being stretched off the field. He's been not just an excellent player for the Unilag team. He's been an excellent player to watch by the fans. He's one fantasy player, very lanky, very crafty. He reminds me of one Abu Diaby, whose skill, and very recently reminds me of a Pedri in Barcelona, whose skill and craftiness has edged him over his peers. It will be, I wouldn't know who Coach Ogushamore will want to call in to replace Oluwaseun. It's a massive blow for them. And even just before he goes to it, we could say, please, I'm moving to the right. You'll have it's a foul against Unilag. The call has been made against Unilag. No cards given, which would come as a huge surprise to not just the fans, but even the coach of the University of Lagos team. Now we can only see where this game goes from here. Like someone switching to a 4-4-2 formation with Ebenezer switching to the right, playing Doyisola and Okoyemi Lawal as a front two man. We don't know how this game will pan out just yet, but we're hoping that we'll get a goal from either of the two sides in this game.
And the obvious substitution will be Adedamola, who would come in to replace Oluwaseun Dumila. Opportunity. That cross from Salami Kende did not get to the desired destination. What was the goalkeeper thinking about? What was the goalkeeper thinking? That was an howler. That was an howler from the goalkeeper. That was an howler from the goalkeeper, to the dismay of the fans. That was too easy a catch. He spilled the ball for that chance to be created.
I don't know what the goalkeeper was thinking there. I mean, he had all of the time in the world to get that, but he decided to spill it. And of course, there was no way that KSU player would miss from that point. It was just the goal came in on a platter for KSU, and of course they would take this, and it looks like, that has rattled University of Lagos. In the first half we saw it that they can be susceptible at the back, and of course that's what has panned out. Like I mentioned, this KSU, they are just there for any mistake that University of Lagos will make, and of course they will pounce on it. That's what they've done in this, in that, of course, mistake by the goalkeeper that led to the goal. And I'm sure the bench of University of Lagos will not be too happy, especially Coach Ogushemore, who will be, eating himself and of course eating the luck that his team has produced so far. They've been the better side, but that howler from the goalkeeper has been the difference in this game between Unilag and KSU.
Unilag have been stunned. That was an howler. And all the delay tactics would definitely be employed. The fans are shocked about me.
Say the fans are shocked. It's nothing but shock of words. Because nobody expected that goal to come in such manner. Nobody expected an howler in this game. Nobody expected Kujaya Ibrahim, with all his experience, with how strong, with how tense the game has been, to commit such a howler. And now you have Unilag. Although they were 10 men down, they were 1 man down. When that goal came in, we were playing with 10 men. Eduasho was yet to be replaced when that game came in. But that's not even an excuse, because it had absolutely nothing to do with being 1 man down. The cross just came in on a platter of gold. Only you, no pressure. There was nobody on him. There was no attacker on him, and they all decided to give the goal to the strength of to KSU on a platter of gold. Now giving Unilag behind and giving Unilag extra work to do to come back into this game. It's going to be a tough one. And I was also going to say, since Augustine came into the game, you haven't seen much of him in the game. So does it come out to say that it's the tactics of the game to always leave whoever replaces Ibrahim or Ibrahim? So it just shows that Ali Ibrahim was not the problem in the game. It shows that the players are not playing with a certain wing wherever Ali Ibrahim or Augustine is playing out.
A man is injured for Prince Audu Abubakar University, and definitely will be substituted. An opportunity. Unilag are desperate in search of an equalizer first. They seem to have taken the midfield from University of Lagos. Unilag need a response. Where would the response come from is the big question. Ojeba Ebenezer, Augustine, Salami Kende, Ojeba. This game is getting feistier. That was needless from Ojeba. I don't know your thoughts, Nee, but for me that was needless. That was very cynical and very costly.
Yeah, I mean, the desperation is getting to the heads of University of Lagos, and it's understandable. This is the first time they will be behind in this competition. Yesterday they were stretched to the limit until the final minute. But in this second half, they've been the better side against KSU until that mistake by the goalkeeper. And you understand the desperation, especially from the pressure that the France is also bestowing on them. And Ojeba is one of the players that, we hope will deliver, the goodies for University of Lagos. He's tried almost everything in this game, but the final pass and of course the cutting edge has been the missing piece for this Unilag team. And it's understandable all of the antics of KSU. They need this win desperately. They can't afford to lose another game, and it leaves them in precarious situation if they lose to Unilag. And of course they've been served on a platter by that mistake by University of Lagos goalkeeper, and of course they will take all of the chances in the world, even if to develop antics that waste more time for University of Lagos.
Anuba Ojochenem has been substituted, and in comes Umar Razan. The team is in 6s and 7s. Seems as if there's no more coordination. The guys from Prince Audu Abubakar University have taken up the midfield, and Unilag seems lethargic, looks tired. They need somebody to bring about a renewed energy from them. The fans are really angry, and it's a throw into Unilag, a quick one taking Salami Kehinde. Unilag still with the ball. Okweyemi seems to have been neutralized. Desperation. The captain defending stoutly. Barnabas Alizo fighting for his life. A long one from goalkeeper Sunday Onu. Referee says play on. Goalkeeper Ibrahim Kujaya picks it. Where would the inspiration come from? Where will that breakthrough come from, Abayomi?
I think the injury to Oluwaseun, coupled with the back-to-back disaster from Kujaya, has let the team down. I don't think they are prepared. They were prepared mentally for this upset. Neither were they prepared, and neither do they even look prepared just now. I don't think they are attacking what has come their way with their heads high. They need to do more. They need to do more than just this. They need to do more than just this. The referee has let the game to be quite aggressive. It's a very aggressive game right now. Both teams are playing so hard. So the game is more physical than it is creative right now on both ends. The game is more physical than it is creative for both teams right now. They need to take it all out there. The coach needs to make certain substitutions. I don't know who he has left on the bench. I don't know what creative ideas he has up in his sleeves left for them to come back to this game. But they need to go all out. If taking out Omoto Show will be an option for him right now, he needs to do that. Because Omoto Show is not delivering anymore, and just like wasting the spot on the field. Same as Augustine, haven't seen much of Augustine in this game anymore. Ebenezer needs to take this game by the horn. Oluwaseun is out of the field. Ebenezer needs to come alive right now.
Free kick in a vintage position. I can see Captain Joshua Okoye. I can see his assistant Oupele. What are they cooking? Will this be a training? That was lame kick from Doyin Omotosho. Omotosho sent the lion one. Okoyemi needs to conjure a magic that would excite the fans. A cross into the box, but goalkeeper Onu picks it. You want to delay, but there is still lots of time, and so we cannot be doing that delay tactics now. The fans are beginning to get scared when the ball goes to goalkeeper Ibrahim Kujenya. Salami Kehinde. trying to locate Donyo Motosho, and the formation seems to have changed. They are employing the kick and follow now, which is not yielding results.
Yeah, of course, that's the sign of desperation. They are not coordinated anymore. University of Lagos. Those exchange of passes that we saw in the first half are no more there. Like I said, they were quite rattled with that goal that KSC got earlier on, and another opportunity for KSU, but the referee has decided to wait play on despite University of Lagos defender bringing a KSU player down. But like I said, I'm sure Coach Ogushemore will be worried on the touchline with the way things have suddenly changed for his lads. They were in control until that mistake by the goalkeeper, and since that point it's been the downward trend for them.
Foul on the substitute Damola, and I'm surprised the same Matthew who committed that offense against Dumila is still on the field. It's the same one that committed this offense again. Yeah. He's lucky to be on the field.
Yeah, it shows the type of player he is. Very combative, not scared of going for the challenge, but he needs to be very careful and also be on the bad side of the referee. He got away with the first one, and it seems that to have gotten away with another one, it might not be third time lucky if he commits the same offense once again. But University of Lagos needs to find a way to be coordinated at this point. They are lacking in that mojo that we saw in the first half. It seems that midfield has now crumbled, and Augustine Okore that was brought in the first half, I don't think he has even done much so far in this game. The only person that is showing much attitude up front, of course, is Okwemi Salahu that got the only goal for them against OAU. It might also be in another opportunity to get maybe the equalizer in this game, but so far so good. In the last 10 minutes of action that we've seen, University of Lagos has been on the descendancy, really.
On the descendancy is what he says. Ladies and gentlemen, second match for both teams. In the first game, Unilag pipped Olabisi Onabanjo University by a solitary goal, courtesy of a strike from Salahu Okwemi, while their opponents, Prince Audu Abubakar University, played out a 1-1 draw with their opponent from Adamawa, and it ended 1-1. It's a corner kick. They played against Adamawa State University Mubi, which ended 1-1. Unilag need this game, but they are trailing. Quick corner kick taken. Brainless is the only word that came to my head. At a time when you are trailing, you decided to do such. That was needless about me.
That was an outright waste of the ball against Salami Kende. You don't waste the ball that way when you are a goal down with no time left, with no time on the shot clock. There's no time on your side. Everything seems to be working against the team right now. For every ball you get, you try to make the best out of it, and they just wasted the ball. And the guys from KSU are trying to stall the time as much as they can. And if there's anything I've learned about football, those times they waste has never give you back in the other time. The marks that the other can give probably 5 minutes, it's never make up for the time they've wasted on the field so far. So the team needs to do all they can now to get back into this game. As it stands now, gunning for a victory is almost out of the picture. They can only hope to get a draw out of this game right now.
All the coaches are getting up and they are getting tense. You can see the assistant coach, Kola, and the coach, Dr. Mark Francine Ogushemore, and Prince Insikabasi will be coming on. He's got pace, he's got trickery. All they need is for his final ball to come good. Out goes Ojeba Ebenezer the man who created the assist for the first goal yesterday and the only goal. And in comes Prince Insikabasi. And the knee, Prince is electrifying. He runs the wings very well. His final ball is what the coaches will be praying for to come through. If he comes through, the defense will be under pressure.
Of course, he reminds me of a player like Adama Traore. Exciting on his day, but whenever it's time for him to deliver that final ball, that's where the problem is. Probably it might just be the inspiration that University of Lagos need at this very point in time, because they are lacking in that inspiration since they went behind. They've been behind in terms of the play, and of course in terms of the energy. The energy has dropped, and the fans too are not even liking what they are seeing at this very point in time. But the introduction of Prince Isika, the fans will be open, might just propel them to greater things. It looks like they are now running against time, as we are now reaching the 76th minute mark of this encounter. They need to get the equalizer first, if I thought they must win in this encounter, or else, I mean, that means 4 points for KSU, and that's some good stuffs for them at this very point in time, as we have an opportunity for Ebenezer. How did he miss that? How did Omotosho miss that? It was maybe not too clear on goal, but I think it could have been, he could have taken a better option rather than shooting, out wide. We saw him in the first half. He got almost this type of opportunity in the first half. He blasted it wide. Again in the second half, he got another opportunity, and it seems that his woes continue to be compounded. He's been one of the poorest players for Unilag so far in this game, and he has not really covered himself in glory, really.
That was a glorious and a begging opportunity for Omotosho to level things. He got everything right. He should have pressed further into the box, but unfortunately he didn't do that, and he wasted a glorious opportunity. Abayami.
I said it before now, we sometimes give the hype to certain players. Yes, they might be good, but certain occasions they might not just be on their own day. And obviously today has not been Omotosho's day. He's been very woeful since the first half, and I expected the coaches to have taken him off. Yes, he may be one of the best players you have, but today is not his day. And that's a beautiful chance. He could have taken an extra push to get balanced into the box well, and not take an unnecessary shot from way far distance. He slowed down and went for a shot that was very, very unnecessary just yet. And now that's the perfect opportunity for Unilag to have gotten back into this game. They've lost the midfield totally. The midfield in itself has collapsed. So if you want to get such a chance, even when your midfield has collapsed and you wasted that much, speaks volume of the kind of player you are. As players, you should be able to read the game. Yes, you're under lots of pressure, but right now is the time where you need to take care of yourself, be calm, and get back into the game.
Be calm and get back into the game. And Nuga Daniel sending a long one, looking for the man who just missed an opportunity. Omotosho, and it's a throw-in to Unilag. You can see on the faces of the players, on the faces of the fans, desperation is written all over it. Where will the goal come from is the question that has been asked. They are taking their time, employing all the delay tactics. Throwing an header from Owupele George to Omotosho, looking for Okpeyemi. Okpeyemi could not control the ball, and ball rolls into touch for a throw-in to PAO, Prince Aldo Abubakar University. Jersey number 11. Abodunde Pelumi does the throw-in. Owupele George fighting for everything. Adebambo was harassed by that player. They seem to be showing more energy. Seems as if Unilag are tired. I don't know what you make out of it. But as much as they are showing energy, they are falling like flies. But I know it's one of those antics.
Yeah, of course, it's one of those antics. They are leading. They need all of the time to take at this very point in time to run the clock down. And I'm sure they are just waiting for that final whistle to be blown by the referee to coast home to victory. We have some 10 minutes before at the end of regulation time, and one of the KSU players is back on his feet after being down, trying to waste time obviously, and that will rile the University of Lagos, who are lacking in all of the inspiration at this very point in time. They are desperate for that equalizer, and the fans have come out en masse for them, supporting them, shouting for them, but it seems they've been disappointed, especially with that mistake by the goalkeeper. Since that point, it's been an abysmal performance from University of Lagos, and of course to the delight of KSU, who are trying their luck at this very point in time, probably to get the second goal and kill this game off.
Kill this game off is what Nisi is saying, but the fans don't want to hear that. They want to see their team fight. They want to see them wrestle. Ball now with Owupele George. Augustine Okoro looking for Salami Kende. Clearance anywhere will do. Enogwe Daniel. Aside from that mistake, Unilag will be ruining that missed opportunities that they've had. Augustine Pau are defending stoutly. Pau are dogged in their defense, and you can see the reserve goalkeeper Lateju Boluatife getting up, forgetting he's supposed to be seated, and you can see the coach. There is no way I can sit anymore. I need to stand and dish out instruction. Lukman Abdullahi, the center referee, goes there to mediate and gives instruction. Unilag fans want to scream, and the only way they can scream is if a goal is scored. Another referee says play on. Sends a long one. Joshua Okori. The goalkeeper an opportunity. Another opportunity. Salami Kende. Augustine Okoro looking for Prince. Collision there. Prince is here to get a grip of the ball. Finally gets it. Gives it to Isiaka Adebambo. And is looking for Prince. But the guys are defending stoutly. Offside. A player is down again. And referee says play on. Enough of these antics. Referee says play on, he will get up. An opportunity. Salami squares it too long. The fans are screaming. The referee got upset with all those antics. And the players are telling me, please get up.
I'm sure the referee would have looked at that situation and felt, a little bit, that the KSU player was a little bit stupid because there was no contact on him. Why did you go to the ground? Why did you go to ground? It's one of those antics that they've employed, especially when they went ahead. some 6 minutes before the end of the regulation time. I'm sure they've been told probably by their bench that they just have some few minutes to hold on onto this lead, and they will coast home to victory. Earlier on, University of Lagos, they were caught napping there. They could have been punished for that, loss of concentration. As you see another, movement by KSU dealt with by University of Lagos. Opportunity for them to launch a counter attack. Augustine Okoro finds Omotosho, who beat his man. He tries to beat his second man, and he's holding on to the ball very well. Augustine Okoro, yes, he's still in possession of the ball. Wow. Free kick to University of Lagos. They are still asking for that equalizer. Probably this might just be the chance to get that equalizer.
And I'm surprised about me that the fans are still cheering them despite going down. A goal is needed. They can't afford to lose this game because it throws the group wide open.
It is the Nigerian spirit here he played. Never say never spirit. Never say die spirit. They have a beautiful chance here to get an equalizer. Like we were said earlier on, the opportunity for a win is on thrown, so they need at least to get a point to remain at the top of the table. With a loss in this game, they'll probably be second or even fourth or third in the group. So they need to get a win here, a draw here at least, as much as they can. And this is a perfect opportunity for them to get. When he puts the ball in the middle of the post, and it's a goal kick. That was a free header. You'd expect that. You expect them to do better without ball them. It was a perfect opportunity. I think Amula is expected to do better, but it was a free header with no pressure on him. He chose to go for the first post and knelt the ball wide.
And he said it was a free header from Enogwe Daniel, jersey number 15. And you can see from the reaction of the fans when the camera panned, showing their dismay and surprise that that ball did not drop behind the net for Sunday Onu to pick it up. They are still leading by 1-0. Prince Audu Abubakar University leading by 1-0, courtesy of that error from experienced goalkeeper Ibrahim Kujenya. And football can be very unforgiving. For that amazing save of first half, people will forget in a hurry, and all they will remember is this howler that the goalkeeper committed.
Yeah, obviously that's been the highlight of this game. He made a good save in the first half, talking about University of Lagos goalkeeper. But I mean, when you least expected for him to make such a huge mistake that has been the difference, that's where he made it. And unfortunately, that's what the fans will remember. If University of Lagos don't get a win in this game, it looks like unlikely they will get that win. First, they need to get the equalizer. They are desperately, seeking for that equalizer. Opportunity for them. Augustine has looked very lively in this last 5 minutes. I mean, he was dodgy since he came in, but in the last 5 minutes of this encounter, he's looked very lively, connecting so well with Omochoto. He got another opportunity to send the ball into the area of KSU, but of course, that was dealt with by KSU defense. And yes, University of Lagos are still, asking all of the questions, trying to get the equalizer of this encounter.
Referee Lukman Abdullahi running towards the touchline and is asking for a brief, but the game will go ahead. Augustine goes there to pick the ball for the goalkeeper. And the fans are waiting for what the extra time will be, following the delay tactics that the opponents have employed. An opportunity. Oh my word. Prince Isika Basi got a chance. That was a begging chance. How did that chance not go in? The defenders defended stoutly. Prince did all he had to do, but it was a dogged defense.
Yes, University of Lagos are throwing everything at it at this point. They have to. They have no reason not to throw everything at it, but they also have to be very careful defensively, because if KSU launch a counter attack, get the second goal. That will be it in this encounter. But they are really desperate to get that equalizer. As they try as much as possible to send another long one into the area for KSU, dealt with by the defense of KSU, who have looked very, very, very dogged, in this encounter. Everything that University of Lagos has thrown at them, they've dealt with everything, well. As another opportunity for University, comes begging from the free kick.
Free kick in a very advantageous position. The captain of the side is telling Salami, get up. While I understand you are injured, please get up. We don't have time. 3 players are standing with us. And the fans are shocked that for all that time wasting, 4 minutes have just been added. We are bringing you the live commentaries, courtesy Unilag on TV, Unilag TV, and we are streaming it live on YouTube, Unilag on TV. Good catch from the goalkeeper, Sunday Onu, who now knows 4 minutes have been added and he want to delay all the time. Unilag hoping and praying for a miracle. Where will it come from? Prince Audu Abubakar University will take all the time in the world. They have a throw-in. Ladies and gentlemen, defeat is staring in the face of Unilag, and they would automatically go temporarily top pending the time. Adamawa State University Mubi will play against Olabisi Onabanjo University, who don't even want to lose, because they lose they are automatically out. And so less than 3 minutes for them to go.
And so as it stands, if Unilag loses this game, they'll be praying for a draw between the Adamawa State University and Olabisi Onabanjo University for them to remain in second place. Because any victory from APSU would mean Unilag would have to move straight to third position, leaving their qualification to their last game against the Adamawa State University. And like I've said all through this game, the final third has been a major problem for the University of Lagos in this match. They found it hard to connect in the final third. They found it extremely hard to get the ball to the keeper. Goalkeeper Onu has really been tested in the course of this game. He's not been stretched by the lags of first in this game. Apparently Salah has made all the runs, he has provided all the balls, but the final third to stretch Onu has been what has been missing for Lag in this game.
Abodunde Pelumi picks a yellow card for time wasting for Prince Adamu Audu Abubakar University. Referee says play on. An opportunity beckons. Unilag looks lethargic, and you have to say, since the injury to Dumila, Unilag midfield crumbled. This is a clear indication that Dumila is the creative spark in this team.
Yeah, obviously opportunity for KSU again, but of course that went wide since it was stretched out earlier on in this half. The midfield has collapsed, and the University of Lagos have looked really jaded since that point. I mean, they've been in 5 and 6 since that point. I mean, especially when they went behind through that mistake by the goalkeeper. They've tried everything within their power to get the equalizer, but it seems that except a miracle, it seems they will be condemned to a defeat, their first defeat of this game. Opportunity for KSU from the corner kick, sent a long one, but dealt with by the defender of Unilag. Another corner kick for them. Goal kick, I beg your pardon. So this might likely be the last opportunity for University of Lagos to get that equalizer, as the goalkeeper tries to send a long one from the goal kick.
I don't know where the miracle will come from. Unilag defeat is staring them in the face. Salami Kende in recent minutes have given away the ball. They defeated University of Lagos 1-0. Unilag have lost. What a way to lose. Guys, let's get your final thoughts. Unilag in the first game scored in the second half. Unilag in the second game conceded in the second half.
Yes, they conceded in the second half by mistake from goalkeeper of Makujeya Ibrahim. He had no business, spilling that ball, spilled the ball, and of course the KSU striker dealt with it very well, and that was the only goal that has brought them their first victory. They would take it because they are still unbeaten so far. 4 points they've got during their first game at University of Lagos. We have to wait till the last game of the group stage to see whether they will make it to the knockout stage of the tournament. Of course, they still have their destinies in their hand, but if you are to judge by what we've seen in their first 2 games, they need to raise the ante. If not, the fans, the university community expect a whole lot from them. Being the host, at least get, if not the gold medal, get the silver or the bronze medal. But on the virtue of the 2 games we've seen them play so far, they are still not convincing yet. They left it solid against OOU. In this second game against KSU, they were behind and they couldn't find the equalizer or even win it. But there's still much to be fought for in the last game of the group stage. But congratulations to KSU. They were obviously the better side. Everything that Unilag threw at them, they dealt with it very well. And of course, you can see their fans are celebrating. Irrespective of the hostile environment, they kept their cool and they've been rewarded with a victory.
Thank you very much. That's a lengthy wrap-up from Olani Apampa. And I want to get the thoughts of our own Abayomi Ajowele before we hand over to the guys on the field to do the interview for players and coaches.
I'll say not a convincing performance from the University of Lagos Marines. The fans expected more. I believe the coaching crew expected more of them. They had the chances, and that's what happens in football. If you don't take your chances, your opponents will take the slightest of chances they get, and that's what happened today. I know going back to the board now. Goalkeeper Kujaya Ibrahim would receive lots of backlash, not only from the fans and I'm sure from the coaching crew as well. He gave KS this win on a platter of gold. But even if we condemn the goalkeeper, the players themselves, they were not spectacular in this game. In the final third, they missed it. Now, a bigger blow is the injury to show. The injury to show, we do not know how much damage the injury to him has been. If he'll be available for their final group game, is yet to be known by us right now. We could only pray that he gets well as soon as possible, so he could help his team back. And I'm sure the Unilag team will have their eyes on the game between ATSU and OOU to know where they stand in the group stage.
And for you, Ni, I thought that was going to be your final submission, but quickly, what is the appropriate result you are praying for now? Now that Unilag have played 2 matches and they have 3 points, and Prince Adamu Audu Abubakar University from Kogi State have played 2 matches and they have 4 points. Now we are waiting for the game between Olabisi Onabanjo University, who lost yesterday, and Adamawa State University, who drew yesterday. What would be the favorable result that you are praying for going into the last game?
The best result for University of Lagos will be they needed to win their last game against Adamawa State University and hope that in this next fixture between OOU and ATSU, it ends in a draw. That will put them second on the log behind, of course, Kogi State University that they just lost to. A victory for ATSU against OOU might spell, doom, because it will be a winner takes all in the final encounter against them. So, but a draw in this game against OOU will still give them at least a lifeline that even if they get a draw against ATSU in the final game, they'll still make it to the knockout stage of the competition.
All right. Thank you very much, Olani Apampa. Thank you very much, Abayomi Ajowele. That's the size of the package from us here from the commentary position. We take you to the field where they'll be talking to coaches and players. It's been Unilag losing by a solitary goal to their opponent from Prince Adamu, the Prince Audu Abubakar University, Kogi State. My name is Oluwaseun Ajidagba. This was brought to you by Unilag Television, and we are streaming live on Unilag on TV. Let's now go to the field where the interview will be conducted for the captain of Unilag.
It was painful, I would say. It's not easy losing on your own ground. It's not very good losing on your own ground. I feel like we let our fans down. We're unfortunate because we had played them. They did not play anything. They were not lucky. And it's football. If you don't take your chances, you lose the game. We're playing tomorrow. We're coming back stronger.
We gotta break it. I'm gonna raise up the bar. Oh mama, yeah, 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 yeah.
We are the champions.